Today it's Monday, October 14, 2024. This is the transmission from the SL65, yes, the Brabus one. Before I touch it, I'm not gonna finish it today. I'm gonna start working on it today. Most probably gonna finish tomorrow. It depends also how it's gonna be the clutch inside. Before I touch it, actually I have already touched it from the point that I have removed the coupler, I have removed the engine mount bracket from down back over here, torque converter out. I'm gonna remove also the plugs, this one, the bolts for the oil cooler lines to block it, because I'm willing to clean it outside, so when I open it, don't contaminate the internals of the transmission. All right. Now, couple of things before I open it. This is original for the V12. It's longer than the normal 7.2.6, like I've mentioned before. The specific one, it has a needle bearing. It does have a bush on the oil pump. The front seal, you see that had a minor leak. The rest, what you see, when we remove the torque converter, it fell some, but there are signs that it was leaking. All right. There is signs that it was leaking here from the gear selector, from the O-ring that has here for the parking. The rear seal looks decent, but I'm gonna put a new one. All right. From the plug, I don't see any leak. It looks nice, but the seals on the plug, the seals for the dipstick tube, for the breather, for the rear seal, the front seal, the pump O-ring, the seal that has the big one around, the seal for the gear selector, and now the gasket that Dean brought me. Dang it. And the Sonax sleeve kit, this will gonna be changed all. Also on the drums inside, on the baskets, all the seals. I hope to be the clutches okay. I hope you don't have any problem with the clutches. All right. Obviously, the transmission is full of oil. The guys that didn't drain the oil. All right. Classic. That's why I brought some old rags here. Yeah. That's the thing. Just only how it looks like the transmission outside, that has the needle bearing the pump. Like I said, the bracket looks like it's bent to me. It's supposed to be straight up, but I'm not the one who removed it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see about that. I'm gonna ask the guys who have removed the transmission to tell me if it aligned properly the rod that comes here. So that's it. Let's start working on it. Next clip, either tomorrow or today, we're gonna see stripped off all apart inside of the engine room, not here. You're following me?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. Here, from this side. You see the color here on this strip plate? Go close. You see how this looks like?
Yeah.
Alright? Alright. Let's open it. Just give me a second, please. This is an overheat mat, that's why. Alright. Expected. You see that? It's a burnt. Fine?
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to close that again. I'm gonna make again a video inside of the engine room when I go later. Now, for now, we're gonna close this and I'm gonna open it again inside the engine room. Send me this video and send the...
Yeah.
Come here. Come here. See the housing. This is happening, we have seen that before, on the cars that they are starting, let us say, once every month or every 6 months. You see the pump, how much scoring has here, and that it hit also on the bell housing here. We have seen that before on the cars, that it's standing for a long time, so it's draining all the oil, and you're starting the car, it has to pump the oil again. I'm gonna clean it, and at least it's not the rear half, it's the front one, it's the bell housing, fortunately. Today it's Tuesday, October 15, 2024. Earlier I make the video for the status update. I cover how many things. Now let's make a video for the actual car, for the transmission, for the owner. Also the previous video was for the owners, this is for the specific owner. What I did yesterday before I leave, alright, what I did, I just cleaned the oil pan, the dipstick, over there, the tube of the dipstick, sorry, the bell housing front, it's not for final. and the transmission, you know, to don't have oil, to be nice and clean, it's been washed. I have cleaned also a couple of parts here. There's nothing new what you see here. I didn't brought any new parts here. Here inside on the rust remover, I put the yoke back because it's rusty like any other time. The valve body with the contactor plate, it's here. I haven't touched it. This is how I remove it. I just wipe a little bit the dirt from the clutches. The magnets that didn't get any shrapnel, doesn't have any metallic shavings. All right. Baskets, drums, all right. The oil pump, it's here with the with the scoring. What's my plan now? To remove from the rust remover first the yoke to see how does it looks like, and if I see that's decent, I'm gonna go to clean it, to wash it, to be ready for paint later on, to cure until I close the transmission. All right, makes sense. Yeah, actually I have plenty of time because I need the bell housing and I have to storage the transmission somewhere. And I'm gonna show you also the clutches because it's supposed to change only the seals. It's gonna be nice if I change only the seals. And you remember that I said I'm gonna smoke half cigarette and then I'm gonna continue working? Yeah, watch this. That's how much I smoke till now. Alright, don't say to me that I'm smoking. I'm not even, yeah, let me get it with me. I'm gonna smoke, alright? Yeah, why not? I'll have it. So, the yoke, and then I need to find the stand to support somewhere the phone and to see the clutches of its drum to see how do they looks like. Yeah. O-rings and these things on the K3 and the inner gear, the O-rings, they became flat, expected. Why this happening? Because the V12 has more torque, especially when it's Brabus, and because also the seals, they have a rate of leak. That means the piston is not applying the same pressure on the clutches, like when you have a new fresh seal. This is not something new, I have mentioned that before. Now, yeah, let me see this one to get away, to throw it away from my face, if the yoke is nice and clean, and continue with the rest, like I said. And that's how does it looks like the yoke after one night in the rust remover. It was not being painted. Some of them, I have seen some of them, they're black, they're already been painted. The specific one was rusty. Here I make it with a wire wool, and obviously I'm not painting this surface or here or inside or here where it sits, where it steps the nut. I'm gonna put a masking tape now. Before I put the masking tape, I have to pass it with a brake cleaner because I touch now with my hands. They're dry, but I'm just saying. Brake cleaner, masking tape, go to paint it to have plenty of time to cure. Alright? High temperature color spray, one light coat just to prevent any rust. Yeah. Let's take care of that and let's move with the rest. It looks decent, it looks better than before. Right? I haven't removed the masking tape, it's still wet after all. I'm gonna leave it here to dry on the valve spring tester. I don't have to use it, at least I don't have to use it today, alright? And when it cures, you're gonna leave two marks, one here where it sits the cable tight, but it's okay, it's fine. It's gonna be inside, right? Yeah, let's move on. Let's see my setup now here, because I'm not gonna be able to touch the phone, I'm gonna be full of oil. I'm gonna support it here, we're gonna see how it looks like. And let's start from front, from the B1. Makes sense? Yeah. And then move our way back. I clean just the bearing for the output shaft. We don't have oil. The pump, the gear, a little bit the output shaft. Regarding the output shaft, don't forget it. I mention all the time when I'm building 72.6. On the 72.6, the needle bearing on the output shaft, it's missing a part here. This is how it is from the factory. All the 72.6 are like that. The 72.9, the next transmission that they make, the 7-speed after the 7.6, they had the needle bearings all the way around. It had the full support. It didn't have an opening here. and you know what I'm doing, right? In all of the, not all of them, in the most 7.6, because before I had, now I don't have, but we order also for this, what I'm doing, I'm removing this needle bearing that doesn't have any problem, and I'm putting the needle bearing from the 7.9. It fits perfectly, it's okay, and it doesn't have a space here. Alright, so I believe it's much better, considering that first it was designed the 7.6 and then it came the 7.9. So they didn't continue the 7.9 to have the same gap here, and they put full needle bearing all around, and that's what I'm doing, and I don't have any problem till now. Alright, and that's what I'm gonna do also in this case. I'm gonna replace this needle bearing with a 7.9 to have a peace of mind, to have much more support. Where was I? B1, right? Yeah, let's support the phone. Yeah, okay, I hope to don't run out of battery. Yeah. Let's do it. I hope to don't run out of battery, like I said, and I hope if it runs out of battery, at least you're gonna save the footage. That's better? Yeah, that's better. Okay. Let's go, let's start it. Alright, okay. I'll need this one. Alright. Burn points. Both sides. And it's supposed to don't be even straight. It looks like it has a bulging. It's not a, it's dent. It's not, it doesn't sit straight. Yep, it doesn't. From this side, yep. All right. Good thing that we open the transmission, right? You're gonna tell me I'm supposed to open the transmission just only for the seals. Yep. This is the K1. Also this one, it doesn't look in good shape. Nope, it's not. No, it's not. Overheat marks from both sides. It's not only, I think that I mentioned that, but it's not only the torque, it's also the combination that there is a rate of leak from the piston, the seals that has the pistons, they're leaking. Now, the wear, I'm gonna check it later, because after all I have to take it apart to change the seals. Alright. So for now, keep it there. And also this has been plates. I can see even from here. I don't even have to open it. But no worries. After all, I have to take it apart to prepare it. Keep it there. Yeah, yep. Same story here. Overheat marks. Now, once again, we're gonna run the transmission if you close like that. Yes, definitely you're gonna run the transmission. You're gonna shift, you can cruise around. But when you push the car, you're gonna have a rate of leak. You see also the from the heat how it looks like. Later on when I clean it, you're gonna see that. I'm gonna clean a couple of those, not all of them, because this was scrap after all, to show you what I mean. That's the brake. This supposed to don't have any problem. I don't see any. No, this does have any problem, but if you change all the rest, you can change also this one. And I can keep the old one, right? This is the K3. Let's see how this looks like the K3. Yep. Burn marks, overheat marks. Clear. Fine. And the last one. There you go. Yeah, I need a thinner screwdriver. I have it. I brought it for this reason. And I forget it. I have it here. Hey. Yeah, this one looks decent. It has some wear, but the clutch that didn't became black or the steel plates. Yeah. All right. So that's it with the clutches. If it was fine, I have to go to clean my hands. Yeah. Dang it, I have to trim the video now. No worries. Let me go wash my hands. You wait there. So I was saying that if I didn't show any wear, any overheat mark, you can reuse the clutches. There's no problem. I mean, when you have 15, 20 years old transmission and you see that the clutches are still okay and it doesn't have any signs of wear, you're gonna tell me they're not expensive. You can get a new ones and you don't have any headache. To avoid having any headache, yeah. Yeah, but in this case, you saw the condition. Yeah, I zoom out to be able to cover it. We'll consider later what I have to do. One at a time, inspecting it, changing the seals, even when it doesn't have, let us say, the planetary gear doesn't have seals and these kind of things, I'm inspecting it to see the wear, and then I'm continuing. Before I start opening and changing seals, cleaning and changing seals, I keep here what parts I haven't checked, what parts I haven't opened, and for what parts I have seals. Alright, yeah. The rest of the parts I have it here. Now, it's been inspected, all these parts. The bell housing is not healthy, the oil pump is not healthy. The rest is healthy. I have to change the seals and the bearing on the output shaft like I said before. I have to dress the two new O-rings on the contactor here for the plug. Alright. What else I need to do? I need the seal for the oil pan here. I need the two O-rings here for the inner gear of the K3 that doesn't have any problem. Both bearings are okay. They don't fall apart or something. Leave it there. No wear, no crazy wear here. There is nothing wrong with that. You're not gonna bite any clutch. You're gonna move freely. Bell housing, we're waiting after 10 days. It's coming, as far as I remember. They told me that they ordered it. That's what they said. We're gonna find out. So this side here, you're gonna be dedicated only for the 7.6 until arrive the rest of the parts. And now, yes, no, the clutches I'm gonna throw it out. I'm not gonna keep it here inside until they come, the new clutches. I'm gonna deal with the baskets, with the drums, all right, the valve body, and I have this box that I'm gonna bring it inside with the old parts. The only thing what's missing from here is the transmission oil filter. I have the metallic gasket, the transmission pan seal, the nut. I'm waiting a new one. I had the oil pump seal, the output shaft seal. I have the two O-rings for the K3 and the other two O-rings. These are the two O-rings for the K3 there, and the other two O-rings is for the plug. And inside here we're gonna put also the old clutches. That's the plan. Yeah. Lovely. Alright. Let's deal with that. I need this table to be clean. If I had the parts, I'm gonna close today and I'm gonna be ready today. I need also, when it cures, tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I'm gonna take also the yoke from here, put it there. It looks nice, eh? I don't wanna touch it. Yeah, looking good. Looking good so far, so good. Yeah, let's deal with that now. And then the valve body. And it came the time for the K1. I'm opening the K1 like another time. These are the new seals. These are the old seals. Keep in mind that all the seals that I have replaced till now, it doesn't look that old. I feel like that, you know, I'm changing the seals for no reason. Alright, and then I'm coming here on the K1, I'm taking it out like any other time, and I see this inside. These marks what you see over there, this is not by me. This, if you're not careful on how you're gonna remove it, and you hit it on the inner gear, the sun gear, you make these marks. And I'm 110% sure that I didn't hit it. I never hit it to begin with, in any transmission, not only on this one. All right. I see some marks here and there. Then, when I was opening the transmission, or any bolt, the 45 torques, the 30 torques, for the valve body, it was over torqued. It was super tight. All right. And then I'm coming here on the B2 and B3, and I see these two. I see this one and this one. You see these marks? This is because you have to clog it to fit inside, otherwise it's not gonna fit, it's not gonna come in the housing. You have to turn it. So definitely somebody opened before this transmission. Definitely somebody opened before this transmission. Yep. The thing is, he opened the transmission and he changed the seals, and he didn't change the clutches, and he didn't change the pump. You're gonna tell me maybe they changed 5 years ago. It might be. It might be the case. But again, the K3, the O-rings was flat. It looks like that the half seals are new, the other half they're not. And they didn't change, let us say, for the gear selector, for the pump, the seal, the front. What in hell they did? I don't know what's the catch here. What I know for sure, that I'm not gonna use this one. Any imperfection here at this surface, it's a possible leak, because this runs down there and there is an O-ring, and this I can feel it with my fingernail. Alright, it's supposed to be nice and smooth, this surface. And since we are waiting for the parts to arrive, let's see if it's available, the piston, right? If it's available, I'm gonna like to put a new one, or at least a used one. Yep, you need to have the correct height, because it's changing the amount of clutches inside. If you get a normal 72.6 and not an AMG, this will gonna be higher because it gets less clutches inside. You see marks. It was not very clear on the other one. And what? The solenoids and these things that didn't change it. I'm gonna see when comes the time. If it goes freely in and out. And when did they touch it? And why did they touch it? Usually, on a transmission that I have seen here in this country, I see what they're doing. They're getting a sandpaper and they're sanding here. If it's rough. Now in this case you can tell me it's not rough. Nobody touched it. Yeah. Alright. Okay, fair enough. Fine. Let's continue. Just want to put this on the video that this is sorry, but I never hit the piston on the sun gear. You have to be, I mean, it's releasing from the o-ring there, and then you grab it with both hands and then you take it nicely out. Yeah. Alright, moving on. Finish for now with the drums. Alright, I have over there the valve body. Continue now with the Sonax kit, the sleeve kit, and the rest of the seals for the solenoids and this kind of stuff. And then when I prepare that, standing by for the rest of the parts. This 30 Torx here, it was not torqued down. Let's remove the solenoids. Okay. There is no grip at all, actually. Yeah. All right. Yeah. This does have a seals, these solenoids. Oh, come on now, with one hand. All right. It's like, it doesn't matter if it has an o-ring or not, it's the same thing. It goes in and out freely. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying the amount of, the rate of leak that has not only the baskets but also the solenoids. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah, why with one hand? Why with one hand? Yep. All right. Yeah, it has some dirt. Let's fix that. Now it's time to remove the shift valves and then clean it for final. It's not washed for final. I just cleaned, don't have a fluid here. Same thing on this. All right. Removing the shift valves, cleaning it for final, then putting it back together. Put also the sleeve kit from Sonax, closing it together. Put the check valve, the screens, the steel ball bearing balls and the plastic ones here. Then changing the o-rings for the solenoids and start closing together. Screens are clean. Why didn't put these screens in a jar on the glass inside? Why leave it outside? No worries, okay, it's fine. After all, I have cleaned the table. How many times till now? Yeah, all right. Moving on. And that's it. Finish with the valve body. Done, torqued down, prepared. The sleeves back to the owner. I'm always have this paper, just in case don't make any mistake, don't forget something. Where it goes, each sleeve. You cannot mix it up actually because different dimensions, the inner diameter. All right, for the valves, I don't remember out of memory. For the check valves, for the bolts and non-internal valves, the shift valves. Classic, it's a good thing to have it, then to don't do it out of memory, to avoid having any mistake, any problem. Better safe than sorry. So that's it for now. Next video, well, next video might be even for the engine, because we're gonna receive the parts for the engine faster, sooner than the transmission parts. Yeah, that's it. Over and out. Thank you.